All right, so now we want to talk about how do continents grow? So where do continents come from in the first place? So later, we're going to find out about the geological history of the Earth. And so one of the things we're going to talk about is that when the Earth first forms, it's pretty much molten. Okay, then it starts to cool off. Water comes out of the volcanoes, and then that starts to produce rain. And so very soon, the entire Earth is kind of a water planet. Okay, but then you have plate tectonics, and so you start to have the development of island arc systems. So chains of islands that would have started to pop up around the Earth. All right, now because of plate tectonics, those chains of islands, whether it's being caused by a subduction zone or whether it was a hot spot, those chains of islands could be moving. And so what could happen is that that chain of islands could go into a subduction zone. And let's say that there was another chain of islands right here that was created by the subduction zone. So when those two chains of islands hit each other, they weld onto each other because the material that the volcanoes are composed of is not dense enough to go back into the earth. So it's going to stay up there at the surface. So you can see that over millions of years, collisions could result in the buildup of continents. So these islands and microcontinents are going to be called exotic terranes. And they can be welded onto the side of an existing continent. And so in the picture there, it shows a picture of the western coast of the United States, and it shows all of those little exotic terranes that over the course of many millions of years have been welded onto the west coast. So it's very difficult to figure out, where did those chunks come from? We think that some of those exotic terranes actually may have originated on the continent of Asia, where China is today. And then through millions of years, they made their way across the ocean and then got welded onto our continent. Okay, let's take a break and we'll talk about why do continents break up.